I don't want to talk about it. What's going on, Mad Maniacs? Welcome back to Mad About Disney, and welcome to my new series, Cinmad Reviews, where I will be reviewing movies that aren't made by Disney. I mean, I know I mainly focus on Disney on this channel, hence the name Mad About Disney. But in this series, we're going to be talking about some movies that I watch that I want to review that aren't made by Disney. So today we are going to be reviewing Palm Springs and Greyhound. I won't be going into spoilers for either movie, but if you want to pick and choose which movie you go to, down here on the bottom I will show where the time stamps are for both movies, so you can skip to whichever one you want to see. And without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Palm Springs is a 2020 romantic comedy movie directed by Max Barbakow, I think I said that right, starring Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti. Again, I'm sorry if I said any of those names wrong. It's about two wedding guests stuck in a time loop who develop a budding romance while living the same day over and over again. So because this movie delves into the whole infinite time loop situation, it's automatically going to be compared directly to Groundhog Day, the movie starring Bill Murray that explored a similar scenario. And the key to making a movie like this is making it distinct enough from Groundhog Day that it can be enjoyed and not compared directly to it or appear as if it's a ripoff of it. And I think Palm Springs does that really well. It takes multiple approaches to the movie that I think bring a very fresh aspect to the whole concept. For example, the main character Niles, when we start the movie, he's already in the loop, so we already see him as someone who's been through this loop many times, as well as the fact that we see the supporting character Sarah join Niles in the infinite time loop, so we get to see someone experiencing the beginning of the loop, but someone who's already in it, plus just having two people in the loop together adds a whole new dynamic that we never saw in Groundhog Day. I think the two lead actors bring really great chemistry to this movie, and they're also really funny, especially Andy Samberg. The two of them together have a great dynamic that really builds this strong foundation of comedy from which the movie can grow on, and I think it's a really good touch to the movie, because if I'm being totally honest, comedy wasn't something that I found particularly strong in the original Groundhog Day. I thought it was funny enough, but I thought that this was taking the comedy aspect to the next level. Because of its unique take on the concept as well as how funny it is, I'm going to give Palm Springs a 4 out of 5. Palm Springs is available on Hulu to all Hulu subscribers, but it's also playing at select drive-in theaters around the country if you want to check it out. Greyhound is a 2020 war movie directed by Aaron Schneider, starring Tom Hanks as U.S. Navy Commander Ernest Krause, who is assigned to lead an Allied convoy across the Atlantic during World War II. His convoy, however, is pursued by German U-boats. If you like naval combat in World War II, this is definitely the movie for you, but if you don't, you probably will not like this movie. I say that because almost the entirety of this movie is naval combat, which is one of my main criticisms of the movie. There's almost no character development or real plot other than the loose plot that these boats are trying to cross an area of the Atlantic where they don't have air cover from planes. But other than that, it's pretty much just an hour and a half of boats trying to get from one point to the other, getting attacked by German U-boats. And I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that you have to go into this movie knowing what you're going to get. Personally, I found the battle scenes to be pretty entertaining. I thought they were relatively well done, and I thought that all of the special effects and the actors, they all did a great job to create some very thrilling, heart-pounding battle scenes that really captured your attention. I mean, this movie was intense from the start, and it did not let go for the entire time. Tom Hanks does a pretty decent job in his role. The only thing that, again, I'm adding on is that even though he did a good job of performing the lines he was written, the character was not really interesting because we don't know that much about his character. And he's the only character we really know anything about. None of the other characters in this movie really have, I don't think I could tell you any of their names even, other than the chef, Cleveland, who I thought did a decent job, but I mean, other than that, we don't really know anyone else because it is purely just an intense war battle film. So even though it lacks any real character development or a really cohesive plot, I did enjoy the battle scenes pretty thoroughly, and I thought that they were intense and well made, so I'm going to give Greyhound a 3 out of 5. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know down in the comments any other movies that you would like to see me review, whether they're new movies that are coming out soon. Both of these movies came out yesterday on the day of recording, July 10th, 2020. So if there are any movies coming out soon that you want me to review, let me know. But if there are any movies that have been out, if they came out a few months ago or anything like that, let me know and I could always do a review for them too. And don't worry, I will stick to the regular Disney content that'll still be coming out regularly. I've been slowed down a little bit by my arm injury. I dislocated my shoulder, so I have to wear a sling. But this is my dominant hand here, so editing, photo editing for thumbnails, it's all taking a lot longer than normal, so it's been harder to make content. But I'm trying my best. Hopefully I'll be out of this soon and I can get back to the normal content. But yeah, there's an update on my arm, if any of you were wondering. But that's all for now, and I'll see all you Mad Maniacs in the next video.